It's the line dance connection. Hey. Come on. Hey. It's the line dance connection. Hey. Huh. Yeah, it's the line dance connection. Come on. Let's work. Hey. It's the line dance connection. Hey. Come on. Huh. Hey. All right, y'all.
What you say now?
We about to get live right here. Are y'all ready?
What you say now?
Let's get big.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. I am Queen Sheila, the executive producer of Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, and we have some awesome guests with us today. But before I bring them in real quick, I just want y'all to know that it's a blessed day. You know, every day that we wake up and we're able to raise our hands and kick our feet and step out on the floor, it's a blessed day. And I'm just so thankful for another one that the Lord has allowed us to be here. So y'all get ready. I want you to fasten your seatbelts because we're about to take off into outer space. We about to go where to go where you've never been before. We have some awesome guests with us today, and I'm going to bring them in right now. And let me see, their names are, let's start at the top. We're going to go with Miss Teresa Roop. All right, Teresa. Hey, Teresa.
Hi.
How you doing? How are ya?
I'm good. A little tired, but good.
A little tired? Been working hard today?
No, I drove all the way from Gainesville. Well, all the way, you know.
Oh, that's right.
It was
Y'all had
Yeah.
a good time, though? You had a good time?
We had a blast. Yeah, good time.
That's the main thing, you know, to have fun. Okay, so we have another co-host, another guest with us today. Let's see, Teresa, I'll ask you about you in a minute. Let's bring our other host in, our other guest. Hey, Miss Pam.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Hi, lady. I ain't going to tell your name, right? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Okay, so ladies, welcome to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. This is a line dance podcast where we talk about line dancing, and we talk to these amazing instructors and dancers and choreographers, you name it, anything having to do with line dance. We just getting into it and getting to some good conversation. So I'm going to let you ladies start and just tell us something about you. If you're married, you got kids, you know, just whatever you want to tell us, your background, you know, what you do, whatever it is. So whoever wants to start.
Go ahead, Pam.
Okay. Well, I'm Pamela. In this duo, I'm known as Pepper in the line dance. And I am married. I have a blended family. So we have 5 kids. I have 6 grandchildren. I guess professionally, I own a tax business, and I also work as an office administrator for a church.
Okay.
So, you know, we are, I guess, polar opposites, right, Teresa?
Yeah, pretty much. We are. Very much so, actually. I guess it kind of works.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
Teresa. I'm single. I have 3 dogs.
Oh my God.
I have 3. I'm a nurse. I work as a nurse, but I don't do patient care, so I don't need a lot of accolades. People always want to say thank you for your service as far as front lines, but they do deserve the credit that people actually do the front lines. So I'm fortunate that I'm not the one, but yeah, that's what I do. And line dance, that's pretty much.
Okay. Patient care. And you, You said, well, let me start with Pam. Said she has 5 kids. Lord Jesus, I had 3. I couldn't imagine having 2 more. I love them to death, but I just couldn't imagine having 2 more. You say you have a tax business. You run a tax business, so you just finished with the real busy time of the year, right? Your busy time.
Well, usually January through April is extremely busy, but we still are doing taxes today by appointments. So it's just, we have business clients that file off cycle. So it's just, I'm just extremely busy.
Okay. And you also said that you are an administrator, correct?
Right. Administrator for a church, First Baptist Church of College Hill. So that's what I do Sunday through Thursday.
Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. That has to be a busy agenda for a church, a big church.
Yes, but it's got us just like every other position or job. It has its ups and it has its downs.
Okay, I understand. Now I just want to ask a question before I go back to Teresa. When you in the administrative office at church, Pam, when you're in administrative office at church, do you ever get the spirit when they start getting on your nerves? Do you have to get the spirit to get them off?
My inside joke was I prayed to the Lord that I wanted to get closer to God, and He gave me that job, and so it makes me pray every minute of every day.
I can truly
look. It's nothing like staying in constant prayer, right?
Hey, instant prayer, instant. Lord helps do wonders.
What he say? Pray. He say pray without ceasing, right?
That's
right. Yes, and He got me somewhere where that is true. So true.
So Teresa, you say you have 3 dogs.
Yes.
Woo! Jesus.
2 dachshunds.
Make you pray. What you have 2 dachshunds and what else?
2 dachshunds and a border collie. Yep.
Okay.
I adopted a dog in last year. I adopted a dachshund and she turned out to be pregnant. So I ended up with 6 more dachshunds. And I ended up keeping them.
Oh, okay.
So
wow.
Yeah. And I adopted my border collie from Arkansas. I can't adopt a dog in Florida. They have to be from somewhere else, I guess.
Oh, okay. I see. You also said
well, Teresa.
Yes.
How do you manage 3 dogs and you say you're a nurse?
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
okay. How do you manage that?
I have a wonderful aunt. I can't say, I have to say aunt. That's how I say it. She's wonderful. And Aunt Cookie, these are her babies, more probably so than mine. And she comes over and takes care of them during the day. Like when I went away to Gainesville this weekend, she was here. She comes and spends the night with them. Because heaven forbid they be by themselves at night. But that's how I manage. If I couldn't manage without her, I couldn't have them. Wouldn't be possible.
Teresa she had 3 dogs and an aunt. I ain't never known that an aunt is a pet. I'm just trying to be funny. Yeah, she has an amazing aunt. She really does. She's a really nice lady. She really is. She's always been there for the line dance. She don't line dance, but she's been there for us, plenty of times.
No, I've seen her line dance one time. One time she line danced with us. Remember?
Yeah.
She line danced with us one time. And she did well. It was her first time line dance. She did great.
Yeah.
She got it from her grandma.
Oh, okay. So Pam, do all of your kids live in Florida?
Yes, all of my kids live in Tampa.
Oh, in Tampa. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yes.
Mine's are in here, St. Pete, and then my son lives in Maryland.
No, so, they refuse to leave.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so all 6 of them are all 5 of them are right here, which is nice because all of my grandchildren are right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, was it last year that you had a huge wedding?
Yes, in October, my oldest daughter got married.
Okay.
In the middle of the pandemic, we still managed to get 250 people in a hall. And
Wow.
so we had to get a
Wow.
hall that holds 600 people for that to work. But
Okay.
it turned out to be very, very beautiful. It wasn't what we originally started with, but
Mhm.
it ended how it was supposed to be.
There you go. We had Downtown on last week, and he said, things don't always go the way we want them to, but they always go the way they are supposed to. And I thought
Right.
that was
That's
interesting. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what I could say with the wedding because we were supposed to get married in the church, but
Mhm.
due to COVID, the church was closed. So we had
Okay.
to move everything at the hall, and it still worked out. It was still beautiful. Um, she still had her humongous big wedding, and I was still stressed, the mother of the bride. So it was exactly how it's supposed to be.
It was
nice.
beautiful. It was perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
So, ladies, go ahead, Johnny. Do you have a question?
Well, because of, technical difficulties, I'm not sure if I missed, well, I'm sure I missed the first few segments, but I want to know about salt and pepper. Every time I would hear salt and pepper growing up, that was in the, uh, what is that? Would they be R&B? No. Okay. So that's that arena. But we
Uh-huh.
have a salt and pepper in the line dance arena. So I want to hear about this salt and pepper. Tell me about it.
Okay, well, one is not as pepper. It's like the actual condiments. It's not pepper like the R&B dancer. I mean
Okay.
R&B.
Okay.
So just to be specific, but it started as a joke because
Mhm.
Teresa was the only Caucasian um, lady in our class or person in our class, male or female. And so I kept always saying, how does it feel to be the salt and the pepper? And she was up there talking about, well, I don't know. How does it feel, Pepper? And that's how it all started. So we started, it was just, and so I started calling her Salt to the point that my family did not know her real name.
They
And
didn't.
so, we became very close. And so she was there at the wedding helping and doing everything. And everybody running around calling her salt this, salt that. And then finally somebody said, what is your name? And she said, my name is Teresa. But they only know her by salt. It's like right now, my husband's like, where are you going? Oh, I got to do something with salt. Oh, okay. That's how I think her family knows my real name, but I don't.
Yeah, they do.
And
It
that's
was
how it
kind of
all
fun.
started.
Yep, that's what I did. I walked in her house one day to go over to practice line dancing or something. Her granddaughter walked out of the bedroom. She goes, "Oh, it's just salt."
Not sugar, huh? It's just salt.
She just like
Oh
looking
my
to see
God.
who's here, who's visiting. Oh, it's just salt.
Oh my goodness. It's too
That
funny.
is cute. All
Yeah.
right.
So,
Nice.
so tell us about your line dance group and or your team, or how how you manage. Let's give you a scenario. Say you have some seasoned people in your class, and you have this brand new person who have no idea what a grapevine or anything else is. So how do you manage that?
Our line dance classes has a weird dynamic because I take the instructor role
Okay.
and Teresa takes the hospitality role. So
Okay.
Teresa's the one that greets everybody, explains what's going on, um, talks to them about, it's a first time. If they're a first time, she usually signals me to say we have a first timer. But our class is not geared to a first timer. And, it's just most of our line dancers have line danced before, even if it was just club line dancing.
Okay.
So I might have to explain a step, but I don't do a lot of beginner instructions. So if we have somebody that we feel is struggling, we will refer them to a class. And generally, we refer them to Sheila because Sheila does, Queen Sheila with the LDC, she does a lot of basic beginner. She explains it. She does drills. She does a lot of that. And I don't do that. And I rather the person stay in the line dance community than to be frustrated with my class and leave.
Okay.
So
Right.
I think in Tampa we're very blessed because we have Sheila that takes all of the time and teaches all of the beginner and all of that. Then it's kind of my class, which is in between, and then it's Marquise and Drea, and they like hardcore, way out there doing real hard stuff. So it's really nice that we are able to meld together and really can give any line dancer wherever they need to be.
That's
Wow,
excellent.
that's amazing. You
Yes.
know, that's something that I know just starting out for myself. When I started line dancing, that was something that I desired. And I didn't have that. And for somebody to come there as a beginner, because most groups really don't work together. Most groups are, it's like, no, they're my people, or whatever the case may be. But
Uh-huh.
just the mere fact that you have that opportunity for the people to go and experience even just different levels. And it's not to say they'll camp out at one place, but they may go and just travel between the three. That's awesome. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Exactly. Yes. And so, Teresa, how do you handle the administrative part? Are you the one that cracks the whip when Pam's teaching? Or
Oh
how
no,
does that
Pam's
work?
always the whip cracker. Oh no, Pam is
Okay.
the whip cracker. In this duo, Pam is the whip cracker. She keeps me in line, but it was funny because we kind of switched roles. What, week before last? I said, "Oh, I'm going to teach the beginner dance. I'll teach the praise and warm up dance. I'll teach that
Uh-huh.
one." So it kind of take a little bit off of her plate. And while
Uh-huh.
I was teaching it, she was trying to take the money and talk to people and monitor everything. And she looked at me and she said, "Your job is hard." I said, "So is yours." These people are not wanting to hear from me. These people do not want to hear from me. I said, "You need to come up here and teach us dance because these people are not trying to listen to a word I'm saying." So it works out. We just work together. We try to, have whatever we do. But yeah, Pam definitely cracks the whip more because she keeps me in line. I get a little flighty sometimes, so she keeps me on track.
You should try. Okay. I was gonna say sometimes it's we don't realize. Can y'all hear me? Okay, my mic is acting crazy. Sometimes we don't realize the other side. Like everybody wants to teach until they get out there to teach, and then when their mind go blank, then they realize what we go through. That you don't always remember. I always say, "How did dance start again?" Once you get me started, I'm good. But they say, "But you're the instructor." Hey, I forget too. They don't realize we know like hundreds of dances. And they don't understand how we can forget how something starts or the whole dance until we do it one time. Oh, now I have it. I remember now. But if they mess up, it's okay. But we can't mess up. That's what's so funny to me. I went to Minnesota this past week. And last weekend, I was there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday through Sunday. And it was at J Most line dance stepping competition. And it was really awesome. We had a grand time. But I noticed that even some of the dances like flashing, the dances that we all do them different. Even they did the tucker, and they did the tucker. They did it kind of like we do, but they did a few steps different, And I was like, you don't learn until you travel. You really don't learn, because if you stay at home, you're only going to learn what you've been learning at home. And not that you can't learn at home. That's not what I mean. But to learn the different stuff and to see different ideas and ways people do things, you have to travel. You really have to travel. So
So
have you
what's your
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you about to say, Teresa?
I just said I try to. I try to travel as much as I can. Usually ends up kind of more locally, but I like to travel. I like to try. I know Pam is a little bit more has to stay home a little more than I do with family obligations, but I try to get out and see learn as much as I can.
So can you tell us like that you've learned or you've seen different things when you travel to different places? Because y'all just went to Gainesville, right? Last weekend?
I just came back to Gainesville.
To Gainesville. Okay, so were there any differences that you saw there that say like the way they teach or some of the call outs are different than what we do?
No, it's pretty consistent. There's a few steps that Rara calls, not differently, but like, oh, that's the name of that, or that's a good name to call it, because I don't think there's consistency across the board, especially in urban line dancing, actual names for certain moves or steps that I've discovered. So, everybody calls it something a little different, but Rara's come up like, when you step out and step across, she calls it a scissor. It kind of makes sense. Okay. She's like, I don't know if that's really the name, but that's what I'm going to call it. So it works, because when you're calling, you have to have a name for something.
Exactly.
It's easier.
I was going to say, I was in Minnesota, I told you last week, and I taught them gum off the shoe. Baby! They said, what is gum off the shoe? So I showed them and I explained it to them. So now everybody there was calling gum off the shoe. And I thought that was so funny because gum off the shoe is really a combination of 3 steps. White, then lift up, then over and cross on the other side. So who got time to say all that? I just said gum off the shoe, and everybody. It was so funny because the dances I taught, I think all 3 of them had gum off the shoe in them. So when I left her, they say, "See you gum off the shoe." So, but now they call that step gum off the shoe. So it just goes to show you. What do y'all call it?
What do you call the move? You call the step, step.
What you call it?
Well, it's the move that you do in flashing when you're on the back wall.
Yeah.
And you brush out, in, out, and you up and cross over.
Mm-hmm.
That's the move she's asking.
Yeah, they know where to gum off the shoe is. We done done 1,000.
Yes. I really, I don't think I've taught a dance with gum off the shoe in it.
Okay.
I was sitting here thinking, I have taught dances with each step, but not the combination all together.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
So I know that we are talking about because we start our line dance class with what we call praise and warm up. So it's always a gospel dance.
Okay.
So we haven't taught I'm Blessed yet. So when I teach I'm Blessed, I'll be able to come back and answer that question.
Yeah, because Jerome taught my Saturday class while I was gone, and they said he calls it the Jamie Foxx.
The Jamie Foxx. Yes.
Yeah, he calls
That's
it
what he called it.
Foxx. Yeah, he called it Jamie Foxx. So I said, you see, it just depends on where you are, in the country and how you learn or who you learn from. That just goes to show you the different names. But I said, listen, y'all, this is what I told them because I taught 3 dances. I was on the stage. I said, let me tell y'all before we get started. I'm from Tampa. The things I'm going to tell y'all, the names of these things is what we call it in Tampa or what I call in my group. I said, now, if you hear something you don't know, just ask and maybe we can put it together and find out what you call it. But, baby, when I left, they was calling me gum off the shoe. I thought that was so so you never know.
So do Salt and Pepper have any place to go? What's your next event, or where area are you headed to next?
You want me to answer that, or are you going to answer it?
I don't. Well, I know that we got a couple of things, but I don't know if they're line dancing before the symposium. So where is our next event?
Well, we decided that, honestly, our group, y'all work too hard. Queen Sheila, all these parties and symposiums. Let me tell you, Smooth Flavor, Wanda Lloyd up there in Gainesville work too hard. Rah rah, putting events together. It is too much work. You know, we did 2 parties. We did my birthday last year, my birthday the year before. Too much work. So what we decided as a team together, a duo together, we decided to do because you know we do our class on Tuesdays. We just decided on the 5th Tuesday of the month we're gonna have $2 Tuesday, and everybody's gonna pick what music they want, and we're just gonna have a party for 2 hours. Y'all
Oh,
come line
okay.
dance and do what you want to do. Rather than having big elaborate parties, people still get to do what they want to do. If they know a dance and we don't know it, they can come do it. They have to know it,
Okay.
but no
Okay.
instructions. Just give us pants break. I still have to be the DJ or maestro, as
Okay.
Smitty called me, but that's my other new name is Maestro. So yeah, 'cause I have DJ duties most of the time, as long as the system's working. But yeah, so that's what we decided we're gonna do. We're just trying to keep it simple. We just want a place for people to come and have a good time, you know, and enjoy the dancing. For us, you know, I've noticed that throughout the line dance community myself, I've noticed, or we've noticed, it's kind of more business for a lot of people, and for us, it's a hobby. And we don't want to make more work for ourselves. We don't want to make work for us. So we try to keep it reasonable for our classmates. We want it reasonable for them. We want them to come, have a good time, and if they want to be in a big team and group, they can come to you. They can go to Marquise. They can go to Hallback. They can go to Cole. But if they just want to come dance and have a good time, this is us. That's just what we're doing. We're just keeping it simple, and because there's enough of teams out there, I think, that people can participate in if that's what they're looking for.
Really. Zonda, you asked that question for a reason. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I was just wondering where they were headed, you know. I'm like, okay, in which direction are you headed? You know, where you going?
They coming to the symposium. That's where they headed in October.
Yeah, I know that most definitely, but I agree 100%. I think Teresa said that very well. We do once a quarter, usually the first or second week in July. I mean, every quarter we do a free day where anybody can come if they've never been to a line dance, and we call it instructor appreciation. So the instructor pays the cost for everybody that comes. And so we do that once a quarter. And then we say the 5th Tuesday of the month is our break day. So that's a day that it's just $2 Tuesday, because that's how much it costs for the person. And they can come and we just dance. You know, and that's where we're heading right now. That's enough for us. Y'all work entirely too hard and too much for us. And I think that it takes special people to pull a symposium together and to do parties on a monthly and a quarterly basis. And I just don't think that that's us.
That's good. That's really good, because you have to know where you are, what you want to do, what you're willing to do. Believe me, if y'all saw my desk right now, I'm glad you can't see my desk on this podcast, because y'all be like, what the? I mean, I got this pile is for the symposium, this pile is for something else, this pile is for the podcast. My husband's like, how do you know where anything is? I said, but I do. It's the podcast, it's the symposium. I got a stack for everything. But you're right. The hotels, working with the hotels and getting contracts from everybody, the caterer, the DJ, the this, the that. It's a lot. There's a lot. I thank God we only do that part.
Appreciate it though.
We just want to come and have a good time. We want to write a check, come, have a good time, and go home. We gonna let you handle that.
Lord knows it is a lot. Believe me, it is a lot.
Well, I mean, and I think that I learned from you from the last 2 symposiums I was at that you had, and I helped you work on some level, and I'm like, oh no. This is too much work. Pam, I don't want us to do this. Like, this is way too much work. You know?
It is a lot. It's a lot.
And it's not only the work on the hosting, it's also the work you have to do to get people to come. because you have to be out there supporting other people to expect people to support you.
That's
So
true.
it's
That's right.
not only one-sided. You have to be out there, and so it is a lot
Yes.
on the host team,
Mhm.
because especially if you are trying to hit all those spots yourself. It'll be easier if you had a team.
Right.
Maybe if there was 10 of you, and then somebody could go to Savannah, somebody could go to Atlanta, somebody. But it's a lot asking one person to host an event and then turn around and support all these other people so they can come to your event. And that was one of the first things that Teresa and I agreed upon. It's like, okay, where are we taking this?
Mhm.
And when she said, well, I just want to dance, I said, me too. And we can go from there.
That's it.
Yes.
That, it's just that simple. It's a hobby for us. It is not, we don't want to have to pay out of pocket to do anything. So we just
Mhm.
charge people so that we can cover whatever costs we have. And, we try to give back, to the dancers, to
Mhm.
our class members. We try to give back
Mhm.
to them, just simple things. I make sure it is like chocolate on, and don't let me not have chocolate, but chocolate, people a candy for them to, kind of munch on, get their sugar up,
Yeah.
because Pam is going to work them. Pam is going to work them
Uh-huh.
hard.
Working hard. Well, y'all
You,
have to let
if
us
you're
know
not
when you.
sweating in Pam's class, if you're not sweating, if you don't walk away sweating, that's because you sitting down eating some Tony
Okay.
macaroni. You are not dancing. She keeps you
Yeah.
working the entire 2 hours.
Yes. We provide
Absolutely.
Mhm.
water, for our class. We
Uh-huh.
provide bottles of water and candy, and um, so it's like, the people that didn't have shoe socks, the first month we bought shoe socks for everybody because we didn't want any injuries from people trying to turn. And
Right.
so we were actually not making really any money. We were actually
Right.
reinvesting. And
Right.
I think a lot of them were grateful. So,
Yeah, for sure.
and
Yes.
so, we did that. Now I think all of them come ready because,
Mm-hmm.
There is.
That's good.
yeah. So, but like she says, we're going to work. We're
That's
going to
good.
work it out.
All right. Well, you know what? I can't wait to dance with the two of you again. So
Mhm.
I'm excited about October. And you know what? For some reason, I have this excitement because I'm thinking that I'm gonna get some kind of stuffed strawberry, cream cheese strawberries. So I'm
Yes,
like,
you are. Yes, you are. Yes, ma'am. I go to
I'm
Yes.
like, wow, I just love my sisters that's up there. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just super excited about October. I can't wait for us.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's somebody's birthday that weekend too, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
ma'am.
It
Yes,
is.
ma'am.
It's your birthday, Pam?
Yeah.
My birthday's the 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yes, yes, great. So we'll have to do remind me, Teresa. So we can do because
Okay.
we're doing Alvina's birthday and somebody else's birthday, but I have a person who's
Yeah.
in charge of the birthday club. And so they're doing a
Okay.
section to decorate for whoever's birthday it is. So we can
Oh, that's
celebrate your
nice.
birthday. We'll have like your table will have the balloons and the birthday banner over top of it and stuff like that, or whatever you want for your table, your section. So that's what we're
Okay.
doing.
Yeah. Because I'm bringing a couple new ladies with me this year, and
Okay.
one of them, her birthday is actually that Friday, so she's
Okay.
Okay.
super excited. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a Friday and a Sunday person. When is
Okay.
Alvina's birthday? Will hers
Alvina's,
be that
I
Saturday?
think hers is the Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. I think
There
so.
we go.
We just gonna
Friday,
party.
Saturday,
Yeah, we gonna party. We gonna party.
all weekend. We gonna
Yes.
turn up.
We are definitely. I don't know if y'all know it too. I changed hotels from the Barrymore. We're now at the DoubleTree, the one on Cypress, that's right by International Mall. So we're going to be there for anybody who's coming in town or anybody who wants to stay, because we're gonna have makeup artists and all like that at the hotel. I told him, I was telling Miss Helen, I said, Miss Helen, you do not want to put on your gown and then go get your makeup done and then have to travel across town, all dressed. But I said, you want to get your makeup done first, put a rag over your head or something, and then put your clothes on. So yeah, we changed hotels and it's a much nicer, it's a full service hotel. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And we have some awesome instructors too. I mean, it's
yes.
So Zandra, you want to talk about our instructors?
Well, the one that I'm really getting excited about, he's not an instructor. He's a producer, is Downtown. Y'all, I'm so excited about that young man. I'm like, and I had to give him a shout out last week. I'm like, hey, I got my shirt. Oh, Pam, did you hear anything for? Oh, I was like, I got my shirt. So I'm super excited to have him and his wife to come out and be a part of that. Kenny J as well. And we have
Rondi.
Yes, Rondi Hackett is coming.
From South Carolina.
And that's right. We have the hype man, of course, the one and only Lamont, your boy Fry.
Yes.
So, I mean, and we have, look, we can't tell them everything. They're going to have to come and find out the rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
so, if you
Rara from Jacksonville, y'all know Rara, right?
Rara. Oh, yeah.
Rara's coming.
I'm excited about Rara.
Yeah.
So Queen is busy. She's that little busy bee. She is just got her motor going, and every time you turn around, I think she's like, hey, I think we can do this, and hey, I think I just got this. So she's really trying to plan an amazing symposium this year, and I'm excited to see the outcome, and I believe it's going to be just that amazing.
Yeah, I was in Vegas, y'all. I mean, can you hear me? I'm sorry. I was in Vegas advertising the people said, we live in Vegas. Okay, Tampa just right around the corner, just right over there. If you look at the map, it's just right over there. Boy, they was laughing at me. But some of them registered. They registered for the symposium. And in Minnesota, I was talking to everybody. I met people I ain't never seen, people I've seen all the time. Y'all need to come. You need to be there. So I've been advertising, really advertising. And I'm excited. And a lot of them have registered. The people that I just met last weekend have registered to come this year. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So I guess after you reach close to 100, you'll probably advertise to say, hey, we're getting close to our cutoff.
Yes, definitely. Because we're getting real close already. We really are.
Okay.
Real close. So it's funny because the locals haven't registered that much, but the ones out of town have all registered big time.
Well, they're going to be missing out. But in the meantime, tell me, Teresa, between your babies, your 3 babies at home and your aunt and working as a nurse. Now, I didn't know you were a nurse. You're very talented as well. You have other little gifts that you can do. I mean, if you put it before her, it's like, hey, it's done. It's a done deal. If she say, oh, I got it, she has it. Okay. That's what I have picked up from Teresa. And for my sister Pam, I see, she's in the tax services. She has her baby. She has her wonderful husband. She's in the church. And, you managed to bring in your love for line dancing. But in all of that, what are some of the other things, or you can name one, what other things do you prefer doing or you enjoy doing?
Are you there, Pam? Are you going?
Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for you.
I never heard you.
My greatest love, and I would say it's right there equal to line dancing, is I crochet.
Crochet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, I haven't bought a baby blanket in 50 years because
Wow.
I crochet and I make stuff. And so right now I guess maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago I went to All Children's Hospital and I donated preemie hats because I crocheted
Okay.
all of these preemie hats.
Okay.
So that's really my mom. Since my mom passed in 2018, I think I crochet more now because it makes me feel closer to her. So,
Mm-hmm.
but Teresa had me do her a project because she knows I crochet. Because she laughs because usually if we go anywhere, I have this crocheting bag with me. So she's
Yeah.
like, if we're sitting in the car riding, when we came to see you riding, I'm in the car, I'm just a crocheting and talking and crocheting and talking. And she's like, really? Yeah, this is what I do. So, yeah, so that's my passion. I love to line
Okay.
dance. Sometimes you can't line dance, but I can crochet anywhere in the doctor's office, on
Mm-hmm.
break. So I
So you
Okay.
crochet.
mean to tell me that you can't line dance in the doctor's office?
I don't hold on. I think it depends on the doctor's office. My doctor's office
Oh,
has so many people that they
okay,
would probably
okay.
look at me real crazy. And then they play only elevator music. And since we urban line dance, it would be hard to do a touch your spot to a da 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 da. I tend to prefer to crochet in those instances.
Okay. Got you.
Alright.
Tell you,
What about
if
you, Pam?
anybody could,
I
if
mean,
anybody could line
Teresa.
dance to elevator music, it would be Pam. Anybody could, it would be her.
Teresa, what do you like to do? What besides line dancing?
Well, I can't do it in the doctor's office, but I like to bake. I would say baking is probably my next favorite thing to do.
Okay.
I hate dishes, but I love to bake. The
Okay.
two don't go together. But yeah, that's my thing.
Okay. Well, I gotta tell y'all experience I had last week. No, Thursday. Thursday before I went to class, I stopped at Bricado's. Y'all know Bricado's, the crab cake place, the crab, devil crab, and they had the big devil crabs. So I went in Bricado's. I brought a devil crab and I bought Joe a sub. And so this is before class, and I dropped him off his mom's. But while we were in Bricado's, I had on my shirt, the line dance, the Dow Tone shirt that says "I line dance." And so I'm waiting for my food. You know, you got to stand back to call your number. So the owner said, "I line dance." I said, "Really? Me too." He was reading my shirt. Really, I was trying to be funny. And so he said, "Can you line dance for real?" I said, "Yes, I'm a line dance instructor." He said, "Show me." I said, "Y'all move back," because he said, "If you show me, I'm gonna give you a free devil crab, baby." I line dance up and down Bricado's. So I said, "Y'all move back. I need some room. Straight by to the right." But I mean, I really lined up the Ricardo. And he really gave me a giant devil crab. I was like, yes. So I called Downtown. I said, "Downtown, your shirt working already, boo." So you never know. You can line dance anywhere, you know?
Wow.
You can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, this has been awesome.
Yes.
It's always great to see the two of you when I see you. You bring such a smile to my face and a smile within my heart. I just love you two dearly.
Yes.
From the time I've met you, it has been nothing but love, 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 and more love. So I can't wait to see you. Yes. And you know, awesome. And so look, since we're down in Florida, we got Florida and Alabama representing on the screens today.
Yes.
How about I give a shout out to Pepper, since we talked about salt and pepper. What about if I give a shout out to the Pepper Steppers?
Okay.
That's down there.
Jacksonville.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. But of course, we're not gonna stay. Well, I don't want to just stay there because I would like to give a shout out to Shantae and Jura Porter. That's in Georgia. They actually have an event that's coming up in Vegas in May, and guess what? It is sold out. They only have a waiting list now. So they encourage people, hey, if you want to sign up, just get on our waiting list. And I guess they'll kind of pull you in. But those are my 2 shout outs for today.
Okay. Do you have any for us, ladies? Any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to Smooth Flavor Wanda Lloyd for that event she put on this weekend. The Blessed Futures event. She always does a great job with that. It's all for charity, all for the kids, and it's amazing the job she does. And always to my girl Rara there, the Grits. She's an amazing instructor. She's so much fun to watch, and I want to be just like her when I grow up.
What about you?
I say that about a lot of people, actually. There's a lot of people I want back when I grew up, but she's one of them for sure.
Before we go to Pam's shout outs, Teresa, you're a choreographer.
Yes, actually, Pam and I both are. But yeah, we've actually done quite a few dances together.
But what's the one that I know that you did?
Our dance.
Lacey's Groove. LDC Groove. Yeah.
But yeah. Funny thing though, before that, I actually choreographed a country line dance with my best friend, and we were like college age. And I wish I could find the step sheet because I actually made a step sheet for it all those years ago, like 94 it was, back in 94. It was called Bad News Blues. But yeah, so yeah, I do some.
Okay.
But Pam and I do a lot together.
Okay, and Pam,
what's the last?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Before Pam answered, what was the last song that you choreographed or dance that you choreographed?
Called "There She Goes" by Babyface. The dance is T&P. There She Goes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I never saw it, so how can I see that?
Pam, you want to answer that?
We're taping it this month.
Okay.
We haven't put it out there. We have put it out there as far as our class goes, but we haven't videotaped it. So we're going to videotape it this month and then put it out there. But we have listed it under, is it urbanlinedanceconnection.com? So TNP, There She Goes, by Babyface. We thought we were doing a simple line dance to find out it's not simple.
Oh no!
And you don't know until you try to teach it.
It's not.
So we found out it's a little bit more intermediate. I wouldn't call it an advanced line dance, but it is definitely an intermediate line dance. But yeah, we're gonna put it out there. Hopefully, it will be out there so y'all can teach it to everybody. So we're excited about it.
Because I'm like, I would love to dance to that on Friday. On October 1st. I'm just saying.
We got little work. But it's we like it. We like it. I actually I want to do my shout out to Babyface and Windy City Steppers, which I'm from Naptown, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Babyface was born and raised there, and so we had to give him some woo to that town. And when I was in Indiana or I go home to Indy, I try to hang out with it. They're serious up there. The Windy City Steppers, they're a little bit more advanced than I can hang with, but I just love to see them step.
Okay.
So but it's like, I really love our community. So I just want to give a shout out for anybody trying to instruct or line dance, and just
Mhm.
encourage them to keep coming, keep trying, keep
Yeah.
watching. Dance like nobody is watching, and enjoy yourself, because
Yes, definitely.
it's something about line dance. It's just something about dancing, but to line dance is something you can do all by yourself.
Yes,
And
yes,
that's what I
it
Absolutely.
is. You don't
love
have to have a
most
partner.
about
Yes. So,
it.
we're gonna go into our announcement section. I mean, this has just been so awesome, so awesome. And y'all know about the symposium. For those who out there that's listening and watching, if you don't know, our 2021 annual Urban Dance Symposium is October 1st and 2nd, and I've slid it into the 3rd. So we can open up Sunday morning with, some praise and worship, maybe some gospel dances. And unfortunately, the early bird special ended yesterday. So now it's $100. It includes dinner on Friday, full breakfast on Saturday, and a big, big, big dinner on Saturday night. And then we're gonna have an award ceremony and lots of dancing, and it's just gonna be an awesome time. Downtown, the producer, is gonna be in the house to take pictures and walk the red carpet with us, and we have some amazing instructors, and just everybody that's coming is superstar. It's a superstar, so it's really going to be awesome. And then we have line dance tips. Zonda, you have those? You want me to do them today? You
Oh,
have a
you
line
can
dance?
do them.
Okay. One of the line dance tips is whenever you have a drink or food in your hand, never walk across the dance floor, because if you spill one drop, somebody could fall and trip and hurt themselves on that. So if you're at a dance, please try to walk around the dance floor. If you have food or something or liquid in your hand, I see people dance with a beer full to the top in their hands, spilling stuff all over the place, and then somebody can fall and hurt themselves. So if you have a beverage or food, and you walk into the other side of the room, please walk around the dance floor so that no one gets hurt. So that would be my dance tip. And I want you to know that donations are being accepted via Cash App, $ DC, it's on the screen, or PayPal, paypal.me/Queen Sheila. And then we're going to go to, we did our shout outs. I want to shout out to all of the instructors around the world, all the dancers around the world. Just keep, like you said, Pam, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep the, every time I say, I'm a line dance instructor. Oh, country? No, country is not the only type of line dance in America, believe it or not. But we are growing. We are definitely growing. There are podcasts out there. There are online, dance instructions. So we're keeping line dancing in the forefront of people, urban line dance, so they'll know that there's something other than country line dance. And we want to thank you for tuning in to our podcast today. We will be here next Sunday, where we're going to have, let's see, who I told y'all next Sunday. Oh, next Sunday is, see, I got to look at my notes, y'all. I got so much going on. Let's see, we got Pam and Teresa this week. So next week we have, Steph Gray from Texas. Y'all see Steph's line dance? Yay! Steph's going to be on next week. So we're excited about that. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends about us. And we ask you ladies to please go to our YouTube page and subscribe if you haven't already, and like our Facebook. And now we're going to go to our closing remarks before we close out. We always give you an opportunity to tell us about your team, what days you teach, where you teach at, the times, and how can someone get in touch with you ladies?
Go ahead, Pam.
Teresa. We teach every Tuesday at 6:30 in Tampa, Florida, at the American Legion, which is on the corner of Sly and Florida Avenue. You can reach, our classes are $5 for 2 hours. So you are more than welcome to come. I give a big shout out because we're doing a $2 Tuesdays on June the 29th. It's the fifth Tuesday of the month. And so anytime it's 5 Tuesdays in a month, we do a $2 day, free dance. All you have to do is request a song and a dance, and you can dance your heart away. And then we're going to turn around. And then on July 6th will be free day. So it'll be line instructor appreciation day. And you can come and have a class on us.
Okay. And what's the date of that one? July?
That is going to be July 6th. I think the 4th of July is a Sunday.
Okay. July
So
6th is free
July
dance day.
6th is, yes, it's instructor appreciation day. So we actually, or line dance appreciation day. So we do a free
time?
At 6:30. So
6:30.
anybody can come to class, especially if you have not, that was sweet. Somebody sent a shout out.
Christine Hill.
Yes, she's in our class. So I sent out that. Yeah, that's nice that they joined. But we try once a quarter, the first Tuesday of every quarter. We try to do a free class, a line dance appreciation class. And what we do is an actual class, but we let anybody come free just so they can see. You know, sometimes people don't want to pay to see if they're going to like something. So we try to do that so they could come, and the instructors pay the cost that week for anybody that shows up. And we have class. And as my girl Michelle said the last time she was in class, we have the best host in line dance with Salt. And she's the host of the most. She keeps everything together for me while I keep the instruction going. So it's a perfect duo. And just to let you know, most people think T and P is for Teresa and Pam. But T and P is the letters that are in the middle of Salt and Pepper. Salt ends with the T and Pepper starts with the P. And that's how we got T and P.
All right. Nice. All right. I don't know if y'all see it, but Downtown, the producer, just said, "Hey, ladies." Y'all see that?
I'm waiting for that 2X shirt. I'm waiting for your 2X shirt to come in. Don't forget, I'm the one that's waiting for the 2X shirt.
Hey, look, the dog even giving you shout outs. Look at that.
They were so quiet the whole time.
I love it.
They
Wow,
the
yeah.
whole time. George,
and we want to thank you too. For Queen Sheila for having this opportunity. We really appreciate. We both of us started. I started what I call organized. What I call organized line dancing under you. And because I was line dancing in the club, and it's hard trying to be, a Christian, but your only place you can line dance is in the club, So I started arguing, so I really, and I met Zandra through your symposium. So, you are the link that kind of holds us, started the process. And so without your class, I wouldn't have found the love for instructing. So,
Thank you.
It was, so it is great to just be able to find something you love and try to fix it so it works for you. So,
and Downtown answered your question about your shirt.
I see. You said they're printing as we speak. So I'm excited. I'm ready to. I'm gonna wear my shirt to Barcardo so I can go and dance and get me a free Devil's Right.
There you go. I'll tell you. So, ladies, we're gonna have. It's been fun. It really has been fun. I'm gonna give each one of you a chance to give some closing remarks before I close out. And then we're gonna just keep on line dancing and keep on wearing downtown shirts so we can keep getting free Ricardos, right? All right. Either one of you want to start? Your closing remarks.
I said mine, so it's all on Salt at this time.
Oh, okay. So I mean, no, I just want to say that I started with you as well, although I country line danced years before I met you. And I was actually looking for a country line dance class when I found your class. That's what I was expecting. And I found your class.
Okay.
And I think, I have found a whole new family in line dancing. It's not just a hobby, it's a family. It's a really family. And, the power of Facebook, and you don't realize how many people know who you are that you never met. I go to Gainesville and people are like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, who is that? I don't know them. You meet so many people, you can't remember. But they know who you are. So, I mean, it's just a family, and it's always so welcoming. Everybody's, now that COVID's kind of over, if you will, everybody, hugging you, hey, how you doing? And it's so great. And everybody gets together, supports each other. And I love that. I just love it as a family. And realistically, you invited me into your family. So, and I appreciate that.
And we welcome both of you ladies anytime. I see that Melva Stennis gave y'all a shout out too. Melva, hey, Melva. Okay, so Miss Sandra, you have closing remarks for us?
I'm gonna just piggyback off of Teresa, because and I think I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, but the scriptures tell us that laughter is like medicine. It's good for the soul. And I now look at line dancing in the same light. Because when I'm on the dance floor, it brings so much joy. It's so much healing. It's wonderful. The feeling that I receive when I dance, because there are people that's beside me that may be hurting, but during that moment, it's healing for them.
Yes.
And some may need restoring. It's like, you can find that very thing that you need in that moment while you're right there and dancing, or it just may help you to get over whatever you're going through. That's true. With that, I encourage everyone, embrace line dancing, embrace whatever it is that will give you that joy within. Because for me, as Teresa and Pam and Queen has already said, it's family. I have family all over, and I'm looking at 3 of the most beautiful ones that's in my family now, and I can't wait to just hug each of you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love my line dance family.
Yeah, love you too. Okay. And yes, in my closing remarks, I just want to leave you ladies with something. Always remember, you are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you seem, more beautiful than you imagine, and you are loved every day. Just remember that sometimes we get down and we have so much on our plate, and we take care of the husband and the kids and the dogs and whatever the case may be, and we forget about ourselves sometimes. So we take care of others, but just remember that you ladies are beautiful. You ladies are loved. You ladies are powerful. You're entrepreneurs now, whether you believe it or not. And it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing to be alive. So if there's nothing else, I like to close out with a prayer. Miss Pam, you want to close out with a prayer?
Well, my prayers are very short and sweet. So y'all want me to pray? I learned how to get them in. You got to get them in between. So.
You're not gonna be like the church deacon. And the Lord said, no. Mine are real short and sweet.
I found out that when you don't have to pray long if you pray often. And since I pray all the time, my minds are short and sweet.
Okay.
But yeah, so out there in this community, we're gonna say some brief words to the Lord. First, we're gonna say, Lord, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, just take a time for me to say thank you, Lord, is a blessing. So I just want to say thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for giving us this line dance family. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about something we really cherish and love, or we would not take the time to do this. Thank you for giving us the spirit to instruct, to teach other people something that we love to do. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. Thank you, and bless all these ladies that are on this podcast. Thank Queen Sheila for actually coming up with the idea and moving forward with it. God bless the symposium that she's putting on. Give her peace of mind. Let her hands know and her head know that you are in control. Whatever it is, it will be.
Yes, Lord.
The right people will be there. The food will be done. Everything will be done. Please give us safe travel if we're going home as we move around this country, and bless Zandra in Alabama, bless Tampa, bless all the line dancers across this country and across the
Yes.
world.
Yes, Lord.
And we want to give out a shout out to Dalton, the producer, for getting our shirts printed. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
And I'm going to get my free Bacardos as soon as I get my shirt. I need my shirt.
That's right. That's right. Look, we praying a special prayer over those machines that they do what they need to do.
Yes, yes. I always close our broadcast with something my mother used to say. She used to say, love is no good unless you give it away. And here's some of mine. Love you, ladies. Take care.
Love
and thank you so much for being our wonderful guest today. Have a blessed one. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait. Christine Hill says, this was awesome. Thank you, ladies. Grateful for you holding the dance classes. So Christina also tapped in her words. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Okay. Take everybody out.